Guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be doing a few things to our 2019 GMC Duramax. So let's go ahead, pull it up to the garage and show you guys what we got. So it is raining a little bit outside, and the best part about this GMC is it does have remote start. I think that's just a perfect feature for any diesel trucks, especially with the winter time coming. You can just warm that sucker up, and hopefully we get some snow down south so we can show you guys some sweet videos driving in the snow. But anyways, let's go ahead and warm this sucker up. You do have to press the lock and then starts right up, dude. So what we have here is something I believe every big truck needs, and this is a train horn. Especially for us, we are lifted on bigger wheels and tires, so it does take us a little bit longer to slow down, unlike some of these other little cars. Especially whenever we're gonna be towing some of our builds and somebody cuts us off, we wanna go ahead and warn them properly. And that is what this Conductor Special 544 Nightmare Edition train horn by Horn Blasters. So we're gonna leave their link down below. But this thing ain't just a horn, it does serve another purpose. But let's go ahead, take these boxes inside, crack them open, and show you guys exactly what we're talking about. Alrighty guys, so we got everything unpackaged, man. We got a bunch of awesomeness going on here, but as you can hear, it is raining and it's kind of loud in here, so we're actually gonna move into the old garage, the house garage where we first started. A lot of you OGs will remember that, so drop the comments down below if you're an OG. So let's go ahead and actually transfer everything over there and we'll talk about what we got. We gotta pull that kit car out. Thing's a beast, guys. I can't wait till we get our new garage, man. We're gonna have everything like beautifully parked, nice and clean, and just proper roofing and stuff where it's not loud inside of our garage. You know, as it is now, it's just
the metal building is just, the rain just hits it really hard and it's really loud. Any of you guys that have metal roofs on your house or shop, you know how loud it gets, especially on the camera. It just gets super loud that we have to speak up super loud. But we're gonna move in here, so let's go ahead and pull this kit car out, and then hopefully we can back that truck in here as much as possible.
We just need the rear end. That's where the
maybe it'll be too wide. I don't know.
Oh dang, with this compressor and stuff in the way and the toolbox, but we're about to test it out. Let's go ahead and crank this sucker up. Alrighty guys, so she fit perfectly. I think we're just gonna be mainly working in the rear here, and let us know what you guys think we should do about this tailgate. Should we just leave it just for the heck of it?
I mean,
it's a $2,000 fix right there, so I guess if this is a work truck,
unless we find one of these for super cheap, you know.
Yeah. So
already painted one.
If anybody out there has one, let us know, help us out, and we'll greatly appreciate that. But for now, let's go ahead and light this place up. We got some lights. But the audio quality is what we're looking for. You can hear it's probably pretty good now.
Way better. So let's go ahead and turn on some lights.
Show you guys what we got. All the stuff.
Yeah, all the stuff. We're gonna go through it, talk everything about it, and where it's gonna actually go. So you see that we pulled the rear end of the truck, so it's definitely gonna go on the rear end. But let's go ahead and bring everything down here. Alright guys, so we have a whole entire kit right here.
Starting off with the air tank, this is a 5-gallon, 150 PSI tank, and moving on to our train horn, the actual horns that are going to be sitting on this bracket, which this bracket actually goes up underneath the tire carrier. So the tire carrier contraption, whatever you want to call it, is actually going to hoist this thing up. So that's a really neat thing. You don't have to figure out where you need to put these. As for the tank, we're going to have to find the best location to put it up under there. Should be super simple. But moving on, we do have our air compressor right here, the Via Air or Via Air, whatever you want to call it. Very nice brand air compressor. And we do have a tire inflation gun as well as like an extension cord right here for our air. And we did mention that it serves more than just a train horn purpose. It's actually an onboard air system. So that is a huge plus for us, especially whenever we're towing vehicles or the truck gets a flat. We can just simply just plug this thing up and air up a tire. So that is super awesome. That's like really the main reason why we wanted something like this. And the train horn, you know, we do have to, you know, do the choo-choo on some people. But anyways, this does come with a little relocation, air source relocation kit, which means that instead of like crawling up under the truck to plug your air hose in, you can actually relocate it somewhere on the outside of the vehicle. So we may put it like right here, nice and simple. So whenever, you know, you get a flat tire, just plug it right up. Or what do you think about like doing it like under here?
I was thinking about doing it right there, but you know, you put your foot in there, you might break something. So I think that'll be the best spot, like under that tow package.
Make it nice and clean, simple and easy to get to. So we basically got everything here. We got our wires, we got everything that we need to connect this. We got air lines. So this kit comes complete with everything. So right now we're actually gonna go ahead, unplug the battery before we start mounting everything up. And then we're gonna start wiring this sucker up. First things first, we're probably gonna mount all them horns up to that bracket and then maybe hoist it up or something like that. So I'm super excited to hear what this thing sounds like. We can actually throw some PSI on one of these horns.
Let's do one, dude.
You think we should do this deep one? This should be like the deep one.
Oh, snap.
Let's see how much PSI we got in the tank. Okay, we got about 65, so this is probably gonna be pretty loud.
It may be pretty loud, but imagine 150 PSI.
Let's see if it'll hit it at least.
Hit him with it. Dude, that's only 60 PSI?
That is loud, so.
Dude.
That's just one, that's the deep one. We got 4 all different sizes, so it's gonna give that nice high, low train horn pitch. So I'm super excited, super pumped to install this. So let's go ahead and get started.
Alrighty guys, so we had to pause for a second. This man is all the way from San Diego stopping by. He is from the Sick Shop. We just toured his bus. Sick, got tons of parts, gave us some shirts, and let's see his bikes. Woo-wee.
About as highly modified as you can.
I can tell, dude. That's a straight stunt bike.
Custom steel frames and steel tube swing arm.
Look at the massive
Gas tanks are
sprockets,
modified.
Dude. That's a wheelie bike right there.
Some wheelie sprockets right there. That's crazy.
Maybe we'll get into this stuff. I mean, we got our little dual sport or enduros. What do you call them? I don't even know what you call them.
Our supermotos.
Supermotos. We love to wheelie and stuff, but man, this is awesome. Blocking off the whole road here, but it's for a good cause. Check him out, the Sick Shop. Do you have Instagram?
Yeah.
Instagram as well?
Yeah.
But check this ignition out. It's on a key code. You want to go ahead and start it up?
It's going to take 30 seconds for it to
before it
reactivate.
actually, really?
And then I got to put the code back in, sorry.
Dude, these are insane. It's all good. Insane, man. Insane bikes. You're going to make us get one of these. I'm kind of scared to wheelie and stuff on a street bike, but he's the man for the wheelies. He used to wheelie like crazy. He's out there directing traffic. this big old bus.
I'm surprised you have that much traffic.
Yeah, it's usually not this bad, honestly. It's just they sing the bus and.
Oh yeah, I'm sure this is a couple of years on. Put
the code in. I'm gonna record that. Dude, insane.
If it wasn't so wet, I'd go park somewhere.
Right? Yeah, if it wasn't wet.
Yeah.
Go riding.
Definitely check him out. Nate, your name is Nate, right?
Yeah.
Nate with the Six Shop. Check him out right there. All right, so we're giving Nate a quick tour. We don't usually allow tours or anything like that, but you got to give it to the guy. He pulled up in an RV with a trailer, and that thing is absolutely decked out. It is awesome, and he likes that we're doing the supermotos, and he's a street bike rider, stunt rider. So that's him on the bus right there. Right there. Let me show you. That is him right there doing a big old stoppy. Man, we might have to get into some stuff like this. I don't know.
That is legit. The Six Shop stopped by. I think he's all the way from California.
San Diego, California. That is crazy.
Stopped by the Goon Squad house.
We gave him a little tour. You know, he gave us some merch. We gave him some merch. I was saying earlier, we don't usually allow that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we don't usually allow people stopping by because we actually have a problem with that. And it is private property. You know, this is not a commercial property, it's residential. So we really don't like people stopping by because we're always working. We're not just having fun. So
we are having fun, kind of, a little bit.
Yeah, we are having fun, but like, you can't, you know, we don't really have time to say hi to everybody that stops by. So really don't like people stopping by, but whenever somebody messages us before they come here, you know, and stops by, and we'll do something.
We'll confirm it and stuff like that.
So that was awesome for him to stop by. You know, he's a stunt rider, may get in some of that stuff. I don't know, we got some bikes, but right now let's go ahead and jump back on that GMC and try to install that train horn. Alright guys, so we're actually going to pause real quick and run to the local Ace Hardware because we got to grab some longer bolts in this because we want to mount it up as sleek as possible under there so you can't really see anything at all. So let's go ahead, run to a local hardware store and see if we can find any longer bolts. Alright guys, so we got our bolts and nuts. Now let's head back to the house and install our tank. Alright guys, so after a little bit of modification and some welding, we finally installed the tank and the air compressor. Now it's time to go ahead and start routing up all the air lines and then get them horns up in here and hopefully get this thing running by tonight. Guys, so check this out. We got a pretty big mess in here, but no big deal. We are getting things done. As you can see here, we got our connector for our onboard air. Now we're gonna run the main wire all the way to the battery. Hopefully we got enough. It's just gonna connect right here to our pressure switch. This is what's gonna cut the air compressor on when it goes, I think it says below 110 PSI. And then once you're going to be running that electric wire all the way down there, I'm going to go ahead and start connecting everything to these horns. That horn setup right here. Yep, I need to connect our actual, this is what's going to be connected to our trigger inside the truck, which this is going to give a signal for air to get shot straight into them four trumpets. So should get a nice big sound, but we're working through the night trying to get this thing set up. Took a little bit longer than we thought, but we are determined to have this thing pumping tonight. So let's go ahead, not waste any time, and keep on moving. Alright guys, so we got everything installed and plumbed up, and we do have the main power line going to the battery, but we do have to run one switch to actually trigger this thing inside the cab of the truck, but it's just way too late and we can't even honk this thing anyways tonight because we'll probably wake up the whole entire neighborhood, so we're gonna have to catch you guys tomorrow in the morning. Alright guys, so it is the next day and today we're gonna finish off the wiring. We already ran one hot wire all the way to the battery. We just got to connect it to the battery, but we're gonna hold off until we go ahead and run all of our wiring to the trigger, to the actual inside of the truck. We're gonna need a trigger there, and then we're gonna need to run a wire. We're gonna probably run a wire somewhere to the taillight or something to notify the compressor that the truck is either off or on, so it's not constantly running your battery low. So we got quite a bit of wiring on our hands right here, so let's go ahead and try to get all this wired up, and then we're gonna show you guys how this thing operates. Alright guys, so everything is wired up. All we gotta do is turn our key and hopefully the compressor kicks on. So let's go ahead and give it our first try. But it's also very nerve-wracking because we just did all that wiring now. Look, check it out.
It's pumping.
Is it? That's not it.
I hear something back here. What is that?
That's the fuel.
Oh,
Start this thing up.
I have no idea. We're gonna try to figure it out. All right, guys. So I think we figured out our issue. What was it?
One of the wires wasn't fully connected all the way, so this should be it. Hopefully, fingers crossed. You want to try it?
Round two. Let's have it. Yes, sir. You hear that compressor just firing right up?
Check the PSI, see if it's going up. Going up?
Yeah, it's going up now. Nice, dude.
Hopefully no leaks.
Yep, hopefully.
May have to get a little spray bottle with some soap and spray around and make sure we don't have no leaks at all. Alright guys, so the air compressor successfully pumped it up to 150 PSI. We went ahead and rerouted our wires on our switch. They were just backwards, but right now let's go ahead and pull it outside and see how loud this thing is.
Choo choo. Dang, this thing is about to be freaking loud. I guess let her rip. Oh my goodness. Dude, that is scary loud. Dude, that's a freaking train.
Oh my god.
That is insanely loud, man.
That is so freaking loud.
Was it worth it?
Dude, definitely
100% worth it.
Hey, we gotta test out our little...
Oh yeah, go grab something, I guess.
Oh, we did, it did come with the airline. Let me go grab it. There we go.
There you go.
Awesome, now we grab that.
Ooh.
Oh, we're good, man. We're gonna air up some tires. Check the pressure in our tire real quick. We got 60, perfect. Let me put a little bit more in there.
Dude, that is freaking awesome. Let's go cruising, I guess. Yo, we got a train right here. If we can catch him, we're gonna light him up.
Hey, they're gonna think that this is...
They're gonna think it's the train. Light him up, full blast. That's what I'm talking about. Dang, we were helping him out.
Yeah, he looked at us real quick and he was like, started pulling his thing. That is hilarious, dude.
To be honest with you, I think our train horn was actually a little bit louder than that actual train, dude.
I think it was way louder than the train. He had like a very high pitch.
Dude, it's weird sounding.
Really
This
weird
is the
sounding.
one you want. He should have had this train horn on his train.
Yep, definitely, man.
But-
That just shows, you know, the Horn Blasters has one of the top of the line train horns on the market, and
You could use code GoonZquad to get 10% off your entire order. So I'm gonna leave that down below, and definitely be sure to check them out. All right, so we are back, and that is gonna be a wrap for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video as much as we did. There is a few more things coming for this truck, so stay tuned. Make sure your post notifications are on so you don't miss out on anything. Also, guys, be sure to follow us on Instagram at GoonZquad, where you can get an inside scoop there before YouTube. And if you want to support your boys, be sure to visit goonzquad.com and copy some merch. Thank you guys for all the love and support. Drop your comments down below, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.